silly for only realizing it now. However, I feel happy and excited and strange, and I thought, let's record a whisper video because this way I can try to capture my thoughts, and I think it will make for an interesting video. I hope so. And maybe the insights that I just got will help you too. And if not, then I will be whispering and writing down some stuff, and I'll be looking up some stuff on my laptop, so that might make for good ASMR no matter what. So like I said, this is raw because I haven't planned out this video. I've been feeling sort of anxious in a good way for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours now. And I thought, let's just record. Now I have two papers here, two pieces of paper, because I wanted to write down all the good things that I'm feeling and all the plans that I feel that I have inside of me on a piece of paper. But I also want to write down the pitfalls and the mistakes that I now see that I made. And it feels good to use separate pieces of paper to physically separate the pitfalls from the plan. So first of all, I have my fountain pen here. I will be writing down, let me take a look at my computer. Let's see. I will write down two pieces, I wanted to say content, but I don't like that word. There was a blog post and a podcast that actually made this whole thing clear to me. Oh boy, now I'm getting anxious even more because I feel like this thing is so simple and obvious now that I see it, that maybe all of you will be like, yeah, duh. Why didn't you realize that before? But this is progress, and life is a puzzle, and I'm not going to obsess about it too much, that I'm only realizing it now. I feel like it's been a journey so far, and it can only get better, hopefully. At least that's what I'm trying to make it better. So I will decide to see this as progress. So yeah, let's see. The first blog post is from a website that is called www.seanwes.com. Now, I think this is a website by a guy named Sean Wes. However, I'm not sure. This website is new to me. I came here, I don't know, I googled something and somehow I came across this website. And then I didn't even arrived at this particular blog post, but I read something that I liked, and then I decided to read on, and there I was. So, what this guy, I think, advised was, or he actually said, if you repeat the last 6 months, are you happy with where you'll be? And this was kind of an eye-opener for me. Now, in a lot of ways, the last 6 months have been wonderful. I have my son, and I'm very happy that he is in my life. I also decided to start a blog a little bit over 6 months ago about my huge student debt and about paying it off like crazy. And I'm having lots of fun with the blog, and I'm also getting rather some a decent amount of readers, so that's good. And I think it's a topic that is very much taboo, and not many people talk about it, at least in the Netherlands, that is. And I've been receiving many emails from people who say that I've helped them, and they're very happy that somebody's finally talking about it. So that is just a wonderful thing. Then I have this YouTube channel, and I've been posting pretty regularly for the last couple of months, and that makes me happy too. And then I have my day job, and that is okay. I've been working there for a while, and I might, yeah. However, it is good money, and it helps to pay off the student debt, and I work with a lot of wonderful people, so that is a smile as well. And then in the last month or so, I have turned the I'm writing down a J, I don't know why. I'm going to use my magic thingy and delete it. I've also turned my blog into a company officially, and I have launched my first product, and that was a low entry, not too expensive, €27 online training to help pay off your debt, sort of to get you in the right mindset to do so. And that has brought in the first money for me as an entrepreneur. So all in all, that's good. However, what became glaringly obvious to me when I read this question, if you repeat the last 6 months, are you happy where you'll be? And the answer is no. That might surprise you after hearing about all these. But the thing is, I am in a hurry. Pretty much always. I always feel I'm behind. I feel like I am shattered. I have shattered is that, no, that's not a good word, because that means really sad. I mean, I'm spread out. It is shattered, I don't know the word. I'm spreading myself too thin. I'm doing 1,000 things, and still it feels like it's not enough, because although I am making a little bit of money, I would like to work less. I would like to do more of the work that I love, and I would like to have more time to spend with my son. And in order to make sure that I get there, for the last 6 months I've been hustling. And now I'm not necessarily against hustling somewhat. However, I feel like that should be temporary. And for the last 6 months, I felt like I was in a hurry all the time. Like I was never enough. Like there was hardly any quiet time. And it was definitely costing me self-care. I've not eaten all that healthy. I've not been exercising as much as I like to. My house, well, it's not that a clean house is on the top of my priority list, but I think I would feel more at peace if I would spend a little bit more time on it, so that everything would just be taken care of better. So I will use this sheet of paper to come back to some pitfalls. But this blog post, I read this somewhere this week, and it's been on my mind because even last 6 months you don't want to spend doing the same thing for the rest of your life no matter what, because that's boring. I did realize, yes, okay, I want to quit the hustle. I want to work smart and efficient and focus on getting ahead. And now let me make clear, I am proud. I am proud that I did all these things, and it is definitely progress. The blog, starting the blog, daring to start the blog with my full name and my salary and everything, all the things that nobody in the Netherlands, well, nobody, but not a lot of people talk about out loud in public in the Netherlands. So I've done that, and I've done a lot of things. I am proud. It's just that I feel like these were all kinds of projects, and the next project is gonna be self-care plus stop the hustle. So what happened today, this morning, that is what actually gave me the, well, what I call the epiphany. That is, I listened to a podcast, and now I'll be able to write that down here. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Mikey. Hi. I listened to a podcast by Gillian Perkins. Now she is a YouTuber as well. And guys, I love this woman. She is smart and she has a wonderful business. She's making, well, I want to say a lot of money, but I don't know exactly how much money, but good money. She's able to provide for a family, and she works like, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 hours a week. And she has 3 little kids. She's pregnant. Oh no, I think she just had her 4th child. Anyway, she's like this person that I look up to a lot, because I feel like she is in control, and I'm sure that isn't all, not like every day, but she has it pretty much figured out. She does. She has a business. She likes what she does, and she's able to not work a crazy amount of hours, but to make good money, so that she can provide for her family and actually enjoy her life. And I've been listening to her podcast. She has a YouTube channel that is called, I think, just Gillian Perkins, but she has a podcast too, and the podcast is called Work Less, Earn More, which is pretty much what she does. Although she's a very kind and loving person. I feel like maybe if you would just come across this title, it would be like, it's almost like a scam. I don't know, but it most definitely is not. She is smart and compassionate, and I think she's a little bit like me in that she loves to focus. She loves to do one thing and do one thing really well, instead of doing all the things. So this morning I listened to episode number 13, which is called 3 Systems to Maximize Your Productivity, with Ashley Gartland. Now, I don't know who this Ashley Gartland is. I'm actually writing her name wrong, because there should be an H in there as well. But she's saying a lot of smart stuff. And actually, so far, I've only listened to the podcast until system number 1. And this system, what the system basically is this Ashley Garland explaining that when you just start out as a business owner, you're basically throwing spaghetti at a wall and try to see what sticks, in which she means that you might offer coaching, and you might write a blog and have a newsletter, and of course you're on Instagram, and strategies, or maybe do this in the beginning when you really have no idea about what works and what you like. You can sort of, but realize that you don't have to do all those things, and that probably the people who are doing them all and are making good money didn't do them all in the beginning, and now they make such good money that they can afford to hire a team, so they have people that help them do all this stuff. And they all say that, well, those two women, very smart women, they advise that you actually take a look to what works well and what you actually like, and that you focus. So instead of doing 1,000 things in a hasty manner, which won't lead to any good results, they tell you to focus, choose a couple of strategies, but not too many. Strategies that you're good at, that seem to be working and that you enjoy doing, and then stick with them for 3 months and see what happens. So sort of go all in on less strategies, focus on them, really do them well, and then that will lead to growth. And this just made my mind explode. This was my mind this morning. I was like, what? I can just do less and do what I want, and that might lead to growth. Wow. So, let's go back to the other paper, because now I have to think of some of the pitfalls. And I want to write them down. I think it's been pitfalls number 1. I thought I had to do all the things. And doing all the things is not really what I should write down. Trying to do all the things. And I've been everywhere. I mean, not literally everywhere, but for example, I've been trying to do Instagram, but I was only half consistent. I've been trying to do YouTube, but I feel like YouTube is my hobby, so I'm only doing it like when I have time left and energy, which is not all that often, and I'm trying to do it all, and still I feel like I'm not doing enough, because I'm not on TikTok, I'm not on Pinterest, and well, no, I hate Facebook, so I don't want to be there, but I feel like I'm missing opportunities because I'm not everywhere. And this just feels like I can simplify, and that makes me feel so happy. Well, that was number 1. And I think the second pitfall is that I have some limiting beliefs. And one of the limiting beliefs, is that work is hard plus not enjoyable. And what I mean by that is, for example, I'm not taking this YouTube channel seriously. For a while, until like 3 years ago, I felt a bit silly for not making a lot of money, because I've been whispering for so long, and I felt like, oh, if I had been more consistent and smarter about it, and maybe, I don't know, and then I decided, no, I'm not gonna feel bad about it, because actually whispering is my hobby and I'm really enjoying myself, so it's okay to be a small YouTuber. And now I just see it like YouTube is not a job, it's just a hobby. And I feel now like, oh, but why is that? And I actually got an offer this week for a sponsored video. And I've made it actually. I think that it's now Friday. That sponsored video might go up tonight and this one tomorrow. I have to see. So I've done it, and I've had some offers before, but I never liked the offers because I never liked the products that I would have to talk about. was a real offer from a real company about a game that I liked, and I was like, oh wow, can I do this? And that sort of fits in with all these, because it's like clearly I can. So let's go to this page again. This is the idea, so let's go to the other side. What I've been thinking is, I can make money doing stuff that I enjoy. And let's start with Miss Vindicat. That is like my alter ego that I love very much. And so far I make some money. I think the advertisements are probably like, I don't know, maybe $60 a month. And then the Patreon is also like, I don't know, $60 a month. So yeah, I am on Patreon. So if you like to sponsor me, if you like to help out this channel, you can go to Patreon and pledge a certain amount a month, and that helps me out. So this is like $120 a month. And what if I would focus on this more? And I have sort of been focusing on my channel, because here I am, I'm making videos regularly. However, I do this in my spare time, because first I have my regular job. Well, no, first I have my son, obviously. And then I have my regular job, because that brings in the big chunk in my salary that I need. Then I have my blog and the company, because that feels like it is another real job, even though it's not making that much money and I'm just starting out, but it feels like it's a real job. And then this Miss Vindicat feels like it is some sort of sleepy, dreamy world that is not real life. And I figured, wow, stop doing that. What if I would spend more time on the channel? And then it feels like, yeah, but I would be cheating because I love the channel so much. And I think that exactly that is the pitfall. Wow, I don't know if I should be happy or sad that I didn't see this before. I enjoy this so much that it does not feel as work. And instead of thinking that that must mean that it is not work, no, I should actually enjoy this. I might be able to make some money doing something that does not feel like work. Isn't that the best ever? Sure it is. I'm trying not to scream right now. Oh, it feels so obvious. And of course, I'm not saying that this will replace my day job salary in no time. But what I am saying is, if now with only maybe a quarter of the energy that I could give this, and the creativity that I could give this, not because I don't want to, but because my time and energy is limited. And right now, Miss Vindicat is down below the line because it feels like a hobby, and I don't have much time for hobbies because there's my son and there's my work. I could move it up the list. And what if I would make better videos? I can focus a little bit more on sound quality, I think, and I can upload more videos. So like nowadays I am maybe doing like a video, well, usually I think 2 videos a week. However, the last couple of weeks during the launch it was a little bit less, but now I think 2 a week. But how about if I would do 4 videos a week? And I could do one Dutch one every week. Because I've been getting requests for Dutch ones, and I do like to make Dutch ones. However, I feel like I don't want to change into a Dutch channel, because I've started out in English and I've got a lot of my subscribers don't speak Dutch, and some of them like to listen to Dutch, but not all. So then I could do 3 English and 1 Dutch, and I could focus on some role plays again. They take a little bit more money and preparation, and time and preparation, but I do enjoy them. And if I do all this, then I might be able to, then I have more videos. So I'm sure that the 60 will watching my ads. But then, if I focus on the Patreon, so far I'm doing like one Patreon only video a month, and I'm sharing like 1 or 2 blog posts or like little stories or pictures of my son there on there a month, but I can focus on that, and then maybe I can also talk about it a little bit more on my videos. And I guess I have to sort of change my mindset that is not a bad thing, that the people that do not want to sponsor me, they won't sponsor me. I mean, that's fine, of course. And that the people that do maybe want to sponsor me, they might not even know right now that I have Patreon, because I hardly ever talk about it. So maybe the Patreon money can also turn into 120. And maybe I'll be able to do 1 sponsored video a month. I don't know. I'm just a small channel, but maybe that can also bring in, I don't know, 120. So then I would have 360 a month. Now, of course, that is not yet an amount that I can stop working my regular job. But really, maybe I do not necessarily even want that. Maybe to keep on my regular job for a couple of days a week would be a good thing. I don't even know yet. And this is something that is attainable, and this might also grow in the future. So far I have like 8+ K subs, and I'm slowly growing, so I might reach 10K in, I don't know, a few months. And I feel like I'm getting more offers to do sponsored videos, and at first I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then I thought, well, if the product is something that I actually enjoy, then why not? Then that just means that I get more time. Actually doing the sponsored videos means that I sort of buy myself time. I can work less hours at the newspaper. I can spend more time creating videos, which is something that I really love, and then even you get more videos. That is just a win-win-win. So even thinking about spending more time creating videos, focusing on the Patreon, just focusing on making it really nice. And one other thing is, I thought I could do it, maybe a Discord, like where we could chat and hang out. And that just, if I think about that, it's just all love in my heart, all love. And then it's like, if I even would do this, who knows where I'll end up. You know, my channel might grow, and it's just, it just makes me so happy. So this is one of the things that, let's see, because now my mind is all over the place, and there were different pitfalls that I was thinking about earlier. And now I'm like, is there more? What else do I have to talk about? Yeah, well, the same that goes with this for my YouTube channel. The same is with my blog. I now have a blog. I have 1 online course. And there I also felt like I need to do more stuff. I need a second course pronto. And now I'm like, well, now I can take my time, I think. And I felt like I had to do all these things that all other bloggers are doing. And now I'm even thinking more like, hey, but I would maybe like to make YouTube videos here too. And I think that might even work. And then I was like, yeah, but why am I not doing that? And then it feels like, yeah, but there's so many other stuff that I have to do. I have to focus on LinkedIn, and maybe I have to give some presentations, you know. And maybe I have to do this and this and this, and shouldn't I do one-on-one coaching as well? And shouldn't I be doing all these, I don't know. And now it's like, wait a minute. Why do I think strategy because it's not working. Well, that's soon enough to think about that. Right now, I'm not even trying because of what actually? Because I'm just being silly. So, I've been thinking, oh no, I need more space, but now I only have like the second, like the backside of the negative piece of paper, but we're gonna do it here. I've been thinking, from the 1st of August, I will only be working 3 days a week. And I will be adding some more weekends and evening shifts, but I feel like they're sort of extra because then my son is mostly asleep and that doesn't interfere with stuff so much. So from the 1st of August, I'm going to focus on what I would like my week to look like. Sort of like a general week. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Did I do this correctly? I really had to think hard because I'm so used to write down the Dutch things. Then it would be maandag, dinsdag, woensdag, donderdag, vrijdag, zaterdag, zondag. So, sort of the same, but not really. Anyway, let's see what we have. We have these days. So, let's see. How am I going to do this? I feel like there is a waking up part of every day. Then there is 1 hour. Then there is the morning. Then there is the lunch. Then there is the afternoon. Then there is like dinner and stuff. And then there is the evening. Now this will make sense, I think, in a little bit. Oh, I'm so happy I'm actually recording this. I don't know, I hope it makes for a good video. But in any case, I'm really happy that I don't know, I might look back on this one day from the future and be like, oh my god, why was I making such a big deal out of this? It's so simple. But, well, to me it wasn't. It is simple now, but... So, this is the week. And now, of course, there will be all sorts of exceptions and things that happen that are, but I'm just gonna design my ideal week. And ideal is not a word that I like because it's sort of like perfect. So let's just call it a great week, because I want it to be great, not just good, but not like ideal, because like there is one solution only. That's not the way I think it is. So this hour in between is 8 till 9. This here is the lunch break, and this here is the dinner break. And now I'm writing it down like this because I feel like the first part of the day is family time. And that might be 7 till 8 or 6 till 8. Basically depends on the time that my son wakes up. But that time I don't want to do anything else than focus on my son. And we're having breakfast, we're waking up, I'm drinking coffee. We're fooling around. Does that sound strange? I mean, like we're playing. Fooling around sounds like... Oh my god. Sometimes it's so confusing that English isn't my first language. And also on Saturday and Sunday, it's the same. Although on Saturday and Sunday, let's see. On Saturday and Sunday, this needs to be gone. family. It does mean that on the days that my son goes to the daycare, and right now that is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Oops. Let me write down the. I just dropped my pen. No. I just dropped this thingy, the lid of my pen. So I wrote down the time stamp so I can go in and edit that sound out. So I don't know why I'm whispering about this because you're not going to notice anymore. Let me also put a cross at my hand so I won't forget, like my other hand is here. So what was I saying? The days that my son goes to daycare, which is now 4 days a week, and I would love to get enough money in 1 day less so I can spend 1 more day a week with him. But goals. I'm already pretty grateful that I get 1 day a week off to spend with him, and yeah, so I can bring him to the daycare from 7:30. Then the daycare opens, but I hardly ever get there at 7:30 because it will just be, I don't know, I won't be fully awake yet. So usually I bring him somewhere in between 8 and 9 a.m. But I feel like there lies an opportunity, because if I make sure that I get him there at 8, I will actually have 1 hour before work that I can spend doing stuff that are useful, so that in the evenings and in the weekends I can focus on my son. That's one other thing that I don't like that much. I've been working also with my son around, and of course not always, but it's like my phone is near me and I'm checking Instagram and I'm doing, I don't want to do that anymore. I want more of a clear distinction. If I'm with my son, I'm with my son. And I think one step to get closer to that is maybe take advantage of this hour over here on the days that he goes to the daycare, that I make sure that I get him there at 8, even though then I could bring him at 9, but that will mean that the time that I have with him will be more focused on him. So first, my regular job, my day job, I'm going to do it like this so you know when my day job is. And like I said, that's just the way that it is, and I might even like it to keep some of this. I'm not sure yet, but it brings in good money, and I'm a journalist. It is nice. It's basically just nice. I just want freedom and more time with my son, but yeah. I am actually enjoying the work, so these are just blocked out. And yeah, that's just what it is. Then you see the lunch break. I always visit my son during the lunch break. I still nurse him, and I really enjoy that because that way I get to see him every day. Like I feel like I'm not dropping him at a daycare for a full day, but I'm able to visit him and see him. So there is family. And now I'm sort of confused for these 3 days, because these are basically my free days. So I should sort of, they're a little bit different. Yeah. So first, dinner, obviously. Family again. Family, family, family. Family, family, family. I like the word family. I am a family. I'm part of a family. I belong to a family. I like that. So, my son will sleep twice during the day for a certain amount of time. Sometimes that is for 2 hours, and sometimes an hour and a half. Sometimes 1 hour, no, usually a little bit longer. So now there's just a lot of lines, but I'm gonna get some lines out of here. And actually it says that my battery is going down. So I should maybe hurry up with this video a little bit. I'll try to do this more quickly. So what you can see is what is happening here. Instead of it all being work and then sometimes family in between, it will be the other way around. Bum 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 ba-dum. Let's see. So maybe I should work with colors. I need green for family, that seems fitting. I have some green. So family is gonna be green. All this is family. Now let's see, this is family. And then this is family. And this is family. And then all this. And this and this. And all this. And all this. And now, like I said, this is August, right? This isn't like my perfect life forever. This is my good week for August. And then when I hopefully focus on some stuff that I really like, I'll be able to even, make it better. So what you see here, on these days that I am with my son, there will be gaps that I have to myself because my son will be asleep. And now clearly, I don't know exactly when or how long he sleeps, but for one thing that I am able to do, I am able to record a video because he will sleep for an hour at least. So when I put him down, I can record a video. That means that I have plenty of time to record videos. So let's say here I do video, here I do a video, and here I do a video. Then I have these hours before that I can do some admin stuff, meaning answering emails, answering questions on Instagram, basically the admin stuff. That is stuff that I usually try to do at the end of the day because I feel like, yeah, it's not that important, I can do it later. But then at the end of the day I'm tired and I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then the day after I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it at the end of the day. Repeat. And in the end it becomes very stressful because I know I should do my email, but there's like 300 emails in there and I'm just like, oh, I can't. So this will be a clear time to do admin. And I think if I would do this, it's just usually before the workday starts. And Monday I have like workday, but for my business. From the 1st of August, that is. I feel if I do it there, I will be focused. I will have energy because it's the beginning of my working day, and it's not ideal maybe for email, but I think it is for me because to me email is just it's draining me, and I feel like in the beginning of the day that's good. And also because I bring my son to daycare a little bit early, I'll be really focused because I'll be like, I could spend this time with my son, so bam, let's go. So then I have here 3 time, and I think I should actually use that time maybe to do some house chores. So I'm just gonna put down home, whatever that means, but do something in the home. Then I have all my evenings, and I feel like I should maybe leave them empty to see what will happen. just working on the business instead of in the business. And then maybe one of these videos could be for my new YouTube channel, the Dutch one for the blog. And then I'm sure that in all these evenings I'm able to record another 1 or 2 other videos for Miss Vindicat, because I just really like to do so. And I'm not sure which days. I don't know if I should plan them out necessarily, but this way I get stuff done. I have plenty of time to spend with my family, and I don't have to focus on doing all the things. I don't have to do all the things. And this, I don't know, this just makes me feel very happy. So I guess I'll stop recording now, before the battery runs out completely. Thank you so much for listening. If any of this makes sense, let me know in the comments. If not, well, I hope you're very sleepy and relaxed by now. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.